What is up, Bitcoin Bulletin fam? Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the news that's shaking up the crypto world. First up, Julian Figueroa is spilling the beans on how he lost a fortune in Bitcoin and warning you about the same mistakes. Then, we're diving deep into the wild ride of digital asset stocks, with Circle soaring and MicroStrategy stumbling. What does this mean for your portfolio? Plus, get this. Bitcoin prices are blasting past $116,000 as traders go all in before a massive Fed announcement. And finally, Bitcoin is consolidating near $116K, but is it gearing up for an epic breakout to all-time highs? You don't want to miss this. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you never miss a beat. Bitcoin security blunder, millions at risk. Julian Figueroa just dropped a bombshell, revealing he lost a staggering 14 Bitcoin, worth a cool $1.6 million, over time due to critical security oversights. But he's not just sharing his pain. Figueroa is sounding the alarm, stating that a massive 90% of Bitcoin holders are destined to repeat his exact mistakes if they don't wise up. He's pinpointing 3 specific security blunders that are costing people their digital fortunes, and he's determined to make sure you're not one of them. This isn't just about one person's loss. It's a wake-up call for the entire crypto community about the fundamental security practices everyone needs to adopt right now. The community is buzzing with discussions on which specific mistakes Figueroa is referring to, with many sharing their own near misses and security upgrades. Analysts are urging everyone to review their cold storage, private key management, and exchange security protocols immediately, emphasizing that vigilance is the price of true Bitcoin ownership. Don't let your hard-earned crypto vanish like Figueroa's. Stick around because next, we're dissecting the dramatic split in digital asset stocks, where some are soaring while others are flatlining. Digital asset stocks, a tale of two markets. Get ready for a wild divergence in the world of digital asset stocks. While Bitcoin prices have been doing a steady dance, the public companies holding digital assets are splitting into 2 distinct camps. Research firm 10x Research is calling it a sector division between the constrained incumbents and the new winners. The premiums that used to fuel massive growth have shrunk, creating stress risks as liquidity starts to shift. Think about MicroStrategy, once the king of Bitcoin acquisitions. They're now hitting limits, with their stock sliding and their treasury model weakening without that premium support. Investor Jason is even advising people to buy Bitcoin directly and steer clear of MicroStrategy, highlighting the added complexity and loss of control with these stocks. Even Japan's MicroStrategy, Metaplanet, has seen a massive plunge amid tax policy worries. But it's not all doom and gloom. Circle is making a strong comeback, rebounding significantly thanks to a new partnership with Finastra that's expanding USDC adoption. 10x Research is bullish on Circle, seeing it as a more attractive liquidity beneficiary than Coinbase. The crypto derivatives market is showing surprising calm, with Bitcoin and Ethereum implied volatility dropping. Traders seem to be betting on stable conditions. However, 10x Research is warning that this calm might just be the prelude to a sharp rotation. Coinbase Institutional is describing this phase as a PvP stage, where success hinges purely on execution. With treasury firms holding over $100 billion in crypto, the question is whether Circle's rebound will restore confidence, or if NAV compression across other companies will trigger widespread stress. This stock market drama is intense, but hold on tight. Next up, we've got Bitcoin prices rocketing past $116,000 right before a major Federal Reserve announcement. Bitcoin blasts past $116K ahead of Fed decision. Crypto never sleeps, and this past Saturday morning, Bitcoin prices absolutely shattered expectations, soaring past $116,000. Impatient traders are clearly betting big, ramping up their risk appetite right before the Federal Reserve is set to announce its latest interest rate decision. This surge ahead of a major economic event has the entire market on the edge of its seat, wondering what this aggressive bidding means for the future. The question on everyone's mind is how Bitcoin's price action will interact with the Fed's announcement. Historically, lower interest rates have been a massive catalyst for risk assets like Bitcoin, potentially fueling further demand and price appreciation. With Bitcoin making such a bold move right into this critical juncture, the anticipation for both the Fed's decision and Bitcoin's subsequent reaction is reaching fever pitch. This price action is electrifying, but the story isn't over. Coming up, we'll see if Bitcoin can hold this momentum and break through to new all-time highs as traders eye that $116K, $117K zone. Bitcoin consolidates near $116K, all-time highs in sight. Bitcoin is currently testing a crucial resistance zone, hovering near the $116,000 to $117,000 mark. After a strong rally, traders are anticipating a brief period of consolidation before attempting a significant breakout towards new all-time highs. This technical battleground is where the bulls and bears are currently duking it out, and the outcome could set the stage for Bitcoin's next major move. Analyst Michaël Poppe has described the recent monthly candle as phenomenal, indicating underlying strength that points towards further upside. He views the $117,000 level as the final major hurdle before Bitcoin can enter uncharted territory. Daan Crypto Trades echoes this sentiment, noting that while weekend sessions typically see lower volatility, Bitcoin is holding steady after last week's impressive gains. The key short-term objective for bulls is to decisively clear the $116,000 $117,000 resistance. The major catalyst fueling this optimism is macroeconomic. The upcoming Federal Reserve meeting, where a 25 basis point rate cut is widely expected. Lower borrowing costs historically boost demand for risk assets like Bitcoin. Combined with declining supply on exchanges and the return of institutional ETF inflows, the conditions appear ripe for Bitcoin's next upward trajectory. However, the immediate challenge remains establishing firm support above $117,000. If successful, both Poppe and Daan suggest that the path to new record highs could open up rapidly. Can Bitcoin conquer this resistance and reach new peaks? Find out right after this quick recap of today's top stories. And that's a wrap on today's Bitcoin Bulletin. We saw Julian Figueroa's stark warning about Bitcoin security after losing millions. Digital asset stocks are diverging, with Circle rising and MicroStrategy stalling. Bitcoin prices surged past $116,000 ahead of a big Fed announcement, and now it's consolidating near that level, eyeing all-time highs. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Bitcoin Bulletin for all your crypto news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social channels. We'll see you in the next one.